Hi guys, I'm Andrew Henderson from Nomad Capitalist, nomadcapitalist.com, here in a lovely private villa at the St. Regis in Nusa Dua, Bali. Very impeccable service here, and in this video, wanted to take a bit more raw, a bit more personal, perhaps even a bit more offensive approach towards talking about second passports and asking you some important questions and ultimately getting you on the road to get your second passport or to create your passport portfolio so that you can achieve the kind of freedom both financially and personally that we talk about here on this channel and at nomadcapitalist.com. We've put out a lot of videos recently. We did a 5-part series where we talked about all the Caribbean citizenship by investment programs. I've been putting out videos on how to make a profit by investing and getting second passports, how you can actually get a passport and get paid. We've been putting out videos on new economic citizenship programs, other types of programs. And there's one thing that I've noticed, and I know that this is definitely something that happens here on YouTube and elsewhere. But we've been getting a lot of great comments, a lot of people asking good questions. We get tons of questions via email, via Twitter, via all sources. People even come to me in person sometimes and ask me questions. But there's one thing that I see that I wanted to call out with a little bit of tough love. And that is that you sometimes see, my staff will say, hey, this one guy comments on all of our passport videos. He loves all the passport videos. But he's always saying, this one's not right. That one's a little expensive. This one's not quite right for me. Who would get that one? And I think that what this kind of reminded me of a little bit is those guys who sit in their basement and go on these internet forums and complain about, which Victoria's Secret models they wouldn't sleep with because they got a little, just a little flab under the bikini, For me, as someone who's now spent about 11 years pursuing this global citizen lifestyle, I can tell you what I've done right and I can tell you what I've done wrong. I actually did a video on why it took me longer than it should have to get a second passport. And I can tell you that it was 7 years ago, right about this week, that I was talking to a guy in Belgium about going and renting an apartment in Belgium and doing some stuff in Belgium and potentially being able to be a citizen of Belgium in 3 years. And I told the guy, hey, I'm ready to roll. But there was something that stopped me from, actually just signing up right then and there. But don't worry, I'll be back very soon. I never got around to doing that program, and now the 3-year opportunity is gone. Now, I've done other things in Belgium, but for the citizenship program, the way it was then, I did not do it. And so I've learned the hard way. When I tell people, don't worry, I'm going to do it, and then I never did it, all the different opportunities that I lost. And when I stopped doing that, things really took off for me. And I was able to obtain multiple citizenships through different means and now be the person who hosts this channel and who helps people personally through the experience of getting passports through not just investment, but also naturalization and other means. And so what I would ask you is, if you're here watching videos about second passports, how many passports do you have? Now, that's not to call you out. It's not to make you feel badly. But it is to hopefully open up your eyes to the reality that, like anything else in life, nothing is perfect. And like everything else in life, everything that you want requires an effort. It's easy to sit and pick apart different passport programs. People have criticized me for why you got this passport or that passport. There's a lot of speculation about what I've done. And that's okay. That comes with the territory of having millions of people who consume your content. But I think that if you're looking for, freedom, I'll tell you what a couple of guys I've talked to who are in this space, we've all laughed over drinks about how we would take pretty much any passport that was thrown at us. Not North Korea, not Syria, but if you want to throw Djibouti at us, all right, I'll take that one. I'm sure there's somebody here on this channel that would say, hey, I wouldn't take Djibouti. And I would ask you, how many passports do you have? Now, you're not going to renounce your U.S. citizenship as a Djiboutian, but in terms of building a portfolio, doing something like that could help you. Now, again, chances are that no one is going to just throw you a Djibouti passport. You've got to go out and do something. But there are Tier C passports that are worth investing in, that are worth getting naturalization through. There are different strategies where you get one Tier B, one Tier C, maybe two Tier Bs. There's lots of different strategies. And one of the things that obviously you see people also leaving in the comments is their brilliant strategies about how I can get this one and that one. To which I would ask them again, have you done that? Did you do your Caribbean CBI plus your Tier C passport? No, I'm just debating it. Well, then you haven't done it. It's one thing to watch second passport videos and to be entertained by them, and that's cool. I'm happy to share the word with as many folks as possible. I want to spread our message. But I think that the thing that I try and offer the people that I work with directly that no one else does is the service of a personal trainer. Someone recently came to me. We're doing a fast-track naturalization program, which requires him to invest in some properties. Any properties of his choice. I showed him a couple that I liked, and I said, you can buy these or you can buy something else. And he kind of, went back and forth. And finally, I'm like, listen, dude, you're here to get a passport. Go get some properties. I don't care which ones. Go do it. And he went, and he did it. And now we're on track to be able to get his citizenship. I imagine most of the people would not want to appear to be quote-unquote rude or direct, and they would let him do what he wants. As someone who has suffered the consequences of an action, I don't let people do that. And when I see people talking about, how no passport is good enough for them, or their philosophies that's just somehow, for some crazy reason, haven't materialized. They have all these great ideas, and it's so easy to do, but why haven't they done it? So I'm challenging everyone who watches all of our second passport videos, and I'd love for you to leave a comment. I'm sure there'll be some nasty comments. But I'd like for you to leave a comment. What is it that's holding you back? I genuinely would like to know. Because I think that if you challenge yourself to think about that, you'll realize there's probably not as much holding you back as you think, other than your own inaction. And so if you want to get a second passport, no one's just going to throw one at you. No one's going to FedEx one to you in the mail randomly. You're going to have to do something. There are ways to do it that are fast and cheap, or slow, and whatever, all kinds of different ways to do it. But what are you doing to make it happen? Definitely subscribe to our channel if you want to find out more about how this process works so that you can make a prompt decision. Go to nomadcapitalist.com if you know that you want to do this and you want some help creating your own passport portfolio. Sometimes one second passport's not enough. Sometimes it's easier / faster / cheaper to get a couple of them and pair them together, and 2 or 3 are as good as one or better than one. So definitely subscribe. Definitely go to nomadcapitalist.com. And most importantly, ask yourself, if I don't have a second passport, why?